Blessings, brothers and sisters. Welcome again. My name is Javi. Nothing but love to you, nothing but peace. May your life always be filled with joy, sunshine, and great abundance because that is all you deserve. And if you've learned to master yourself and your mind and your emotions, then that is all there is left for you to experience. Now, for most people in the world, and maybe you might be watching and you might be one of these people that are like, well, I want to get to that state. I want to experience this great abundance, this great peace, this great joy and love, and constantly feel like I am living my best life and I am in a state of always feeling whole and complete. This video is for you. And for the people already on that, may it continue to grow to you tenfold, 20-fold, so that you continue to live this magical life and share your inner beauty with those around you. Because the more we enter into this space, the more we come from this reality of experiencing life, the more we expand it to the world, the more we become a catalyst of this for everyone else. It's like we're playing this game of tag, and we're tagging everybody with love, tagging everybody with peace, tagging everybody with this sense of everything's going to be okay, because it is okay. It's always okay. The more you focus on all the external things, all the political, all the financial, all the social, all the programs and conditioning, remember, I always say that is the matrix. That is the collective conscience matrix. That is the artificial intelligent world that we are plugged into. That is not real as real. We are what's real. You know, it's funny because I was listening to this video and Jim Carrey came on, and in the video I think he was talking about how when he was growing up, you know, he was trying to aspire to be greater than what he already was. So he was saying, I want to be greater than what I am right now. And in the world out there, we're taught that. You're taught that that's a virtue. Like you should be striving to be greater than you always been, that you already are. And in the world, in the scheme of the world, that may be true. You know, it may be true that you want to advance your career. It may be true that you want to advance your finances and social standards and uh, quality of life. A lot of that might be true, but that exists only in the matrix and the physical reality world. So my point was that he discovered that the greatest thing he could be is himself. There is no greater thing. There is no greater thing than being yourself. And that is so powerful to recognize and remember. So as most people are trying to be greater than themselves out in the world, there is never going to be no greater thing than being yourself, than who you are already. And it's reprogramming your mind, reprogramming your emotions, reprogramming this whole society, this whole culture, this whole matrix, that if we all remember this, then all of this whole game, this whole facade, all the corruption, all the injustice, all the things that you believe are there, go away. Because now the focus is on you, from within you, what you project. You're constantly projecting out into the world, constantly projecting your insecurities, your fears, your doubts, whatever it is you were grown up to believe and programmed as a child. No one knows until they clear all that, until they let go of all that, what the truth is. And it's common sense. Once you get to this space of clarity, that you see how valuable it is and how it changes everything and how you're liberated. And if everybody was to be in this space, you would have true world peace, true world coherence, true one love in the physical world as well, in the matrix world. See, when I say everything's okay, everything is love, everything's peace, everything's abundance, because I am in the state of that. People are in a state of that. We're projecting that. We value more the inner world of how we project than the outer world of what is being given to us. And you need to be able to come back into your conscience, come back into your soul, come back into your spirit, and stop giving away the power and attention to your external projecting world. It's like we're watching a movie. This whole thing is a movie. You are part of my movie. I am part of your movie. But just like you know in a movie, when you're out at the movie theaters, what you're seeing in the screen is only partially true. It's only happening in a screen. And when things happen in that screen, they're not happening to you. They're happening in the story that is that movie. You're just there sitting down watching the movie, laughing and crying over what's happening in that movie. You know it's a movie. You know it's going to end in 2 hours and you're going to go home and that was it. In this life, this whole thing through our senses is a similar thing. It's also a movie. You're going to laugh, you're going to cry. The difference is that most people don't know how to go home out of this movie, this constantly background movie playing in our lives. They don't know how to like recognize that, oh yes, this is just a movie. And it's just happening through my senses and in this body. And possibly when I leave this body and I return home to my spirit, I will see that like, oh my God, I was so silly. I was so invested in that movie. That movie that I was playing this character, Javier, that I was, this religion and I was this race and I was this gender and I was this class and I was all these programs and conditionings that you believe in to be true are just part of the movie. And when you're able to peel back and remember that you're actually just the observer, the enjoyer of it, that's what your job is. You're simply a spiritual being having a human experience. You realize that like, oh my God, I understand now. All of this is temporary. All of this is just for fun, for the sake of experiencing something different. And that's when you start to come to the realization that everything is peace, everything is love, that you are in great abundance. Because now you've pulled back all your attention. You gravitated all your essence and attention into your observation, into your pure consciousness. You're not so focused on the external. You're not so focused on the story of our collective conscience that is going on out there, that I need to pay this bill, that I'm having drama with this person, that this or that. Those are just the story. That's just the movie. But you're not the movie. And when you return back home into your pure present consciousness, you actually begin to project, and that creates a gravitational field. It has been already proven in quantum physics. See, science has helped our spiritual nature. There's a lot that we've discovered that has verified our spiritual beings. And without getting too much into all this other stuff, I love to keep it just basic, simple. That you are not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, you're not everything that's happening in the world. Then you can detach from it and simply remain present as things come and go. And you begin to empower and strengthen your joy because now you're centered, you're balanced in the present. When a thought comes, you observe it and it goes. When an emotion comes, you observe it and then it goes. You realize you are not any of these things. You realize you're not identifying with them. Doesn't put you back into the movie of the story. You're simply allowing for life to flow around you. And things become synchronistic to your true self, to your true vibration, to your true conscience. And you start to create this auric field of pure energy, pure love. And then you start to attract that. But sometimes you might feel like things are falling apart, but it's because you are aligning yourself to it. So there's going to be some challenges that some might have to face to get to this point. But I'm telling you, it's okay. It's all right. I've been through it. Everybody's been through it. It's just all part of the process of letting go of the things that you think are so important. And you let them go so that you are free again. You're not holding on to this thing. I'll leave you with that. Much love always be with you. Peace. Amitabha. Om.